Why do keyboards never sleep? Because they have 2 shifts. That's hilarious. But the Keychron K2 V2 is no laughing matter. Let's get into the unboxing and review, but if at any point during the video you want to check out this exact same keyboard, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, and Canada. But let's get into the unboxing. Here is the unboxing when I got this keyboard. All right, guys, unboxing the Keychron K2 version 2 and the Keychron wrist rest made for this keyboard. Let's get right into it. I am excited to do this. It's been a while since I've done a review of a keyboard like this in this format. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Overall, I really like the packaging. Pretty nice and a pretty heavy box because I think it is quite a bit of metal on this keyboard. Taking the top off, basically just instructions to change this between Mac and Windows keys. Very cool. Foam on the top and then the Keychron K2 V2 in the box. Right out of the box, quite heavy. I can feel the coldness of the metal on my hands. You get a nice little dust cover. I always throw those away, but some people actually use them. But yeah, overall, looking really nice. All right, let's see if there's anything else in the box. You get the manual, you get the extra keycaps for Windows, a nice keycap puller, and a braided USB-C cable. It looks fairly generic. All right, so right off the bat, you have metal all along the edges. You have the screws right there, metal all along the edges. The bottom, it is plastic, but it doesn't feel too hollow. No, that feels pretty good. Again, we have those dual flip up risers, so you actually get 3 levels, flat, midway up, and then full up, which is awesome. Nice rubber on the sides here. These are nice and rubbery. On the side, we have the Windows and Mac switch, as well as the Bluetooth on and off versus cable. It then charges with USB-C on the side of it, which I don't mind just because this is a Bluetooth keyboard. I would have minded that if this was a wired one, but I'll give it a pass because it is a Bluetooth keyboard. But yeah, overall, looks really nice. Got that classic Keychron orange key up there. Now, the keycaps are totally and completely smooth, which I actually like for this style of keyboard. I think these have Gateron switches. Let's get a feeling and sound test. Yeah, stock, this feels really, really good. The sound is quite good. Much better than a lot of other keyboards that come stock. I'd say a big thing is the sound insulation that this gives you compared to other keyboards. And again, this is not a keyboard that's out of price range. This is actually a pretty reasonably priced keyboard, especially in 2021. And from the box, obviously spacebar needs something. Still better than a lot of keyboards, but there are a bunch of keyboards that are cheaper than this that have a better spacebar. But the keys themselves, very nice sound. One of the best sounds from a stock keyboard in this price range. Again, I do actually really like the color combination and that these are totally smooth. I like it for this style of keyboard. Now, we still have to unbox the palm rest, which is very cool. It's all real wood and it should look pretty awesome. All right, taking this out, obviously I have it backwards, perfect for the camera. And there we go, you got those huge rubber pads on the side, Keychron right there, and just overall, wow, that is pretty. And obviously this one fits perfectly with the Keychron K2. Very, very nice. But yeah, that was my unboxing of the Keychron K2 V2. Take it away, Fusion Consumer Tech Review, with the full review. Okay, first things first, I love this keyboard. It is not perfect, but I love it. Okay, one thing to preface this with saying is that my switches came pre-lubed from the factory. Keychron sent me over this one, and the switches are Gateron Reds and they're pre-lubed, so I'm not sure if all the Keychron K2 V2s that you get now are pre-lubed switches, but obviously this feels much better and sounds better than a non-lubed Gateron Red. So yeah, not really sure about that. All right, but the build quality, absolutely fantastic. We have a metal ring around the outside, just feels good. It is heavy, the base is solid, but you tap against it, there's no hollow sound to it, and that's just awesome. Also, the wrist rest, the wooden one, amazing. If you get this keyboard, you absolutely have to get that. It just looks so good. But yeah, it's super solid feeling, heavy, no hollow sound. They just did this right. All right, now let's compare something like the Royal Kludge RK84. Another 75% keyboard, but It doesn't have any melted build quality. It's got good build quality. It's sturdy, it's strong, it's pretty heavy. It doesn't necessarily feel hollow, but it definitely doesn't feel as like not hollow as the K2 V2. However, the K2 V2 is not hot swappable, whereas the RK84 is, but I will say in stock form, the K2 V2 feels insanely good and way leaps and strides ahead of the Royal Kludge RK84. Not that the RK84 feels bad, just that this keyboard feels really good. All right, now let's talk about compatibility. Obviously, you can use this with Windows, Android, as well as Mac OS, which is probably one of its biggest customer bases because this thing ships with the Mac command keys and everything on the keyboard. Now it comes with the Windows version of the keycaps, so you can just switch them off. You're only taking off like 3 or 4 keycaps. But yeah, if you have a Mac, like this is a huge pro because there's not a ton of keyboards that are like specifically made for Macs. So you have 2 switches on the left with the USB-C for charging, and those switches have 3 clicks each, so 3 different settings each. One of those is gonna be off, Bluetooth, and then cable. So if you wanted to just power it through your USB-C cable, you can just use it in a wired mode. Now, the other one is gonna switch from Mac OS to Android/Windows. So that's nice. All right, now let's talk about the Bluetooth, which is really important for this keyboard. If the Bluetooth was messed up, this keyboard would be pretty much worthless, especially because they put the USB-C on the left side. But that's not the case. It works really well. It connected every single time. It connected quickly. It paired easily. All you have to do to pair it is hold FN and then click the 1, 2, or 3. And that's the other pro. You get 3 different devices that can be connected at once. But that's nothing crazy. But yeah, I just thought I should mention it. It connects really fast every time when I turn my PC on. Boom, instantly connected. So yeah, really good, especially if you use a laptop. That's huge. All right, now the looks. This thing looks gorgeous. It's clean and slightly understated, but with that wrist rest paired with it, just looks awesome. When I see this, it makes me want to sit down and start writing a novel, brewing a cup of coffee from a manual espresso machine, and I don't even like coffee. The look invokes a feeling, and I love it. Now the keycaps are ABS, not PBT, but at this price point, we really don't expect those to be PBT. They're completely smooth, which I really like because most people using this are gonna be mainly just typing on this. No one's gonna be gaming on this keyboard. The font is easy to read. It's not in your face, and again, it's understated, and I love it. All right, now the RGB is quite good. It's pretty bright, and it's got full per key lighting, any color you want. You can do static colors, which probably look the best on this keyboard. And a really big thing is it recreates white quite well, which is not typically that easy to do. In stock form, the RGB is not too bright, but that's again the keycaps, not the actual RGB. So if you did want to go loud and putting keycaps on this for whatever reason, they would probably look good. I also really like having a dedicated RGB changer button on the top right. I do like having that. It makes it really easy to change through and cycle all the different RGB settings. And then once you get to a setting, if you hold FN and then do the right or left arrow keys, you can change the colors of that specific setting. So it's quite easy to use, and you can do a lot of different colors and different moods with it. And this thing even looks good with just all the RGB off. All right, now the battery life is quite good. This has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery in it, which is about a week's worth of battery. So if you use this typically with typical use, you're gonna get about a week of battery with it, which is really good, especially if you're using a Mac, maybe like a MacBook Pro, or even like if you use an iMac, again, you won't have to charge this that much. All right, now the sound is quite good. I have Gateron Reds. Remember, they are pre-lubed from the factory. Part of the sound is from the switches, part of the sound is from lubing the switches, and then part of that sound is from the overall build quality, which they did really well, and the not hollow noise. But here's the sound test of the Keychron K2 V2. Take a listen. And that is how it sounds. So overall, should you buy the Keychron K2 V2? Well, if you are someone that wants to mod out your keyboard and be able to easily put switches in there, no, this is not for you. But if you love the looks and the build quality, and if you really like Gateron switches, then absolutely. If you're a Mac user, then absolutely. This is meant as a finished and refined and clean keyboard when you buy it. It's not something like the Royal Kludge RK84, which is great when you get it, but it really needs to be modded to really have its full potential brought out. So yeah, again, if you want to check out this exact same keyboard, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, and Canada. I do got you guys. But yeah, Keychron K2 V2 will be staying on my desk. Part of that, and a huge part of that, is because this thing looks so beautiful. I'm a big guy with looks. I want the feeling. Also, the lubed Gateron Reds feel really good. I like the fairly silent sound it makes. It makes me, again, want to write a novel, and I just like that. This was Consumer Tech Review. If you guys enjoyed this video and it helped you out, help me out, throw a like below. And guys, to all my subscribers, I haven't done a keyboard review in a long time, so I hope you guys appreciated this review. I wanted to do it in a different format, kind of give more of my opinion, because all the other reviews are typically just like based on comparing them. But I really like this keyboard, and I think I'm gonna do a lot more keyboard reviews, go back into doing them, but a little bit quicker, because I wanna put more time into the big videos, the top 10s, the top 5s. I really enjoy doing those. You guys seem to love them more. The analytics tell me that. So I think I might do a little bit more comparisons, just better quality, but easier to make. So yeah, I don't know how you guys are gonna like that, so look out for that and tell me in the comments below if you do like this. And tell me if you like this format. I'll probably do this for a few of the really awesome keyboards that I get. But yeah, this was Consumer Tech Review. If you guys enjoyed this video and it helped you out, help me out and throw a like below. And if you enjoy other content like this, I'm pretty sure I already said this, but this was Consumer Tech Review, and I'll see you guys in the next video.